Alright, so before I get started today, I just want to let you guys know that my goal for this video is to have it be around 6 minutes or so long. You know, I'm not making any money off this. I don't have any mid-roll ads. I don't have enough subscribers for that. And I'm just sick of all these YouTubers who have a topic that they want to talk about, and they go on for like 10 minutes or so before talking about some other random stuff, and then finally they get to the topic that everyone wants to know about. So my goal for today's video is to be short, concise, to the point, and talk about what the title of my video says I'm going to talk about. And I feel like within the first 20 seconds, I've already failed that challenge. You know what? Here we go. Alright. By now, you guys, I'm almost certainly sure, have seen this meme at some point before. It's extremely popular. I would say at this point it's reached almost transcendental level. Transcendental. Fuck. It's reached almost transcendental level. It's one of the largest non-SpongeBob memes to ever exist. And before we delve into the darker aspects of it, I'd like to look at some of the funnier memes that were made of it. Try and bring our moods up a little bit first.
My goal for this video is to have it be around 6 minutes or so long.
I lost my earrings in the ocean. I lost my earrings in the ocean. Kim, there's people that are dying. It's a vape pen. Don't you mean a douche flute? His name is Aaron. Aaron. You smell like weed. You smell like you missed out. God, these are kind of shit, aren't they? This one is really cool. I like this one. By the way, happy Star Wars Day. Let's see if it takes me less than a month to edit this. This one is real. I can relate to this one. This is good. I mean, these ones are funny, but like, what's the other meme concept? What's the other template that was used for those? Black guy floating, white guy running. This should get it. Floating boy chasing rainbow. Hey, there you go. I enjoy this one a bit more for those meme templates. You know, fuck the other meme. I want to know the backstory behind this. Of course, I am hoping this is mainly just good photography timing and not a picture from the American South in the 1940s. Crocodile. Alligator. Holy fuck, these are so bad. Who compiled this shit? This is garbage. I've seen so many better memes than these. What the fuck? I apologize, guys. That was supposed to lift my spirits up. I just feel shittier than before. Anyways, let's discuss the darker aspect of the meme now. So I was browsing through this Askreddit thread the other day. What are some seemingly normal images with disturbing backstories? And by the way, I highly recommend checking that out. It's an incredible thread. There's a lot of really fun pictures in there. Maybe not so fun for the people in the pictures, but fun for me. And then they're talking about this meme here, Smudge the Cat, blah, blah, blah. Even I laughed at it till I realized the housewife pointing her finger was arguing with a group accusing her of making up her husband's abuse. The guy apparently almost blinded her, okay, not blinded, but seriously threatened her sight. They ended up getting divorced, and then he went on to eventually kill himself. And then they went on to link this article from the tab. Hopefully this article is better than the shitty meme compilation I just looked at from them. Apparently the woman in the meme goes by the name of Taylor Armstrong, and she's from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I mean, you see that show, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and you think to yourself, oh, I mean, it can't be that serious, right? It's just a bunch of lighthearted, you know, women arguing about, you know, whose kids is the most privileged, or whose shitty knockoff brand makeup makes their giant fake lips pop out the farthest. But, I mean, apparently it touches on some more serious stuff. So, a picture comes from Season 2, when Taylor Armstrong had a very heated row with fellow cast member Camille Grammer. Taylor just told her friends about her late husband. Okay, so this is after the suicide, allegedly abusing her. Camille was then filmed gossiping with other cast members about it, which reportedly made Taylor worried what her current husband would think. Sparks a huge row, which eventually leads... I mean, it's literally the thumbnail. They knew it would get the clicks. This article here from Bravo TV goes into it a little bit more, and this is actually where it gets really dark. So here we see that it's been about 8 years since her ex-husband, who was apparently named Russell Armstrong, died by suicide. It was 2011, and they had a daughter together. So this quote was from Taylor Armstrong in a podcast she was on. She says, there was definitely a lot of verbal criticism, emotional abuse, and she mentions later in the quote that this is while the daughter was around. And she finally decided to file for divorce from Russell after he fractured her orbital floor and she had to go undergo reconstructive surgery on her right eye. So, like, this is pretty serious. Like, she did almost go blind from the abuse that happened to her, and there's medical records to prove that. And this is where it gets really dark. So after the divorce, Taylor goes to meet with her ex-husband Russell to discuss custody. His office is dark, so she goes over to his new house, and she has like this sinking feeling. And then she ends up ultimately finding him hanging in the house, having committed suicide. And then in later years, when she tries to talk to her daughter about her ex-husband, her daughter says, no, I do not miss him. I don't enjoy having him around. Mommy, why would you miss a boy that screamed at you all the time? So it's like, if your own daughter doesn't mourn the fact that you're dead, you must have done some seriously fucked up stuff. So I think it's safe to say that some seriously traumatic stuff happened to Miss Taylor Armstrong. And then ultimately, she, I guess, felt comfortable enough to share this with her fellow castmates of the Real Housewives. And then they, of course, being Real Housewives, decided to go and completely disrespect that and gossip about it. And then, so I'm not going to show the whole video because, you know, we trying to keep this shit under 6 minutes, boy. Hey. But I will show the aftermath where we get the main screenshot that became so famous, perhaps infamous, in the meme culture world. And I will do my best to try and provide English subtitles down below as I happen to be fluent in Real Housewifeanese. Let's see it. And where is it? Pause. Oh, hand in the way. I would assume it's a few frames before that, but kind of traumatic moment for, like, you can tell, like, it wasn't like a first world problem kind of thing. Like, she was legitimately going through some shit, and this is probably a very serious moment for her. She probably felt like she was legitimately having to defend herself from people calling her traumatic past experiences essentially a lie. And a lot of people who posted memes this stuff don't know this. Simply, I mean, I can simply judge that by the fact that a lot of people posted memes like this, and it'd be foolhardy to expect all of them to know the backstory behind it. And I'm not saying it was wrong of them to make memes about this. I'm not saying they're bad people because they didn't know the backstory about this. I'm just saying it would be interesting if more people who posted memes with images like these knew about the backstory behind them. That's partially why I'm making this video. And I think if Miss Armstrong was still physically and mentally recovering from this incident, it might have been a little more iffy that all these memes were posted, but here she's herself. This is her actual Twitter. You can see the check mark. These memes are hysterical and so creative. John Bluer, her current husband, so that's good. And our laughing out loud is his latest one. He's a big baseball fan. Smudge the umpire is awesome. So she's posting the memes on her Twitter account, and she enjoys them, so I think we're all good. So there we go. Miss Armstrong's okay. The memes are harmless. Happy ending, right? Wrong. If you thought Miss Armstrong had a dark past, you should just hear about Smudge the Cat. Nah, I'm just kidding. He's great. He's also apparently a rescue. This is him right here. He looks just as unimpressed as he does in the viral picture, if not more so. Mr. Smudge has no history of abuse. He hasn't been divorced at all. He's just all around being a good boy. The actual meme picture is from a Tumblr post with a caption, "He no like vegetables." Picture went viral, and a year later, this guy now has 1.1 million followers of mostly him making the same face over and over again. He truly is an Instagram model. The two pictures romantically met each other for the first time with this post right here on Twitter, and I would say the rest is history. So there we go, happy endings for everyone. The only bad parts, I would really say, is the abuse and the suicide, and then also, of course, the fact that the tab somehow considers these memes to be funny. Like, I still don't get that. If you're new here, be sure to leave the video a like. It helps me out and my video out a lot. I cannot stress that enough. Subscribe. Thank you for watching, and Connor Hagerman out.